or making you feel bad, making you feel as though if you leave, then you're messing up the family, or you're doing something. They have too much control, and they're not using it the right way. Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, and Rising in Gemini. This is a general reading for love and guidance. Remember, energies can be vice versa. If this doesn't resonate with you, make sure you try out your other placements. I have weekly readings for every sign, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the family. If you're interested in a personal reading, then click my Facebook link in the description box. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. There's a lot of spirits in here. What's going on, Gemini? Spirit is strong. What did we talk about last time? Why stay? Why stay? What's going on with Gemini? Okay. It's like we have two completely separate feelings here. It's like, and we're moving so quickly. Gemini, it just seems like we have on one end wanting to like nurture and grow and build something with someone, and then on the other end is like not wanting to be involved at all. And our intuition's a little messed up here. Queen of Swords in reverse. It's like we don't really know what route we want to take. Again, with the Two of Swords here. Could be dealing with a Libra. Could be dealing with a an Aquarius, if I can speak today, or Pisces. Could be dealing with someone we just For some of you, you have a family with this person, and I feel like that's probably why you're wanting this nurture, wanting this good ending, wanting this relationship out of this person, because you've been in it with the long haul with them, and I feel like family is involved and you want to make sure it works. But on the other end, you're like through. On the other end, it's like you kind of don't want any parts of this, but you're like speeding on both sides. It's like you're speeding to nurture this, and you're speeding to end it. It's like kind of confusing, because it's like, well, what side do you really want to be on, Gemini? It's like you want this relationship with this person, but then again, you don't want anything to do with them. And it's stressful. I see it. It's stressful. Maybe you feel like this person stole from you, or stole time, and stole this kind of stole part of, like, not part of your mind, but when I say that, it's like, you know, your way of thought. They may have twisted the way that you thought. It's the way that you think, the way that you react, and maybe you feel some type of way about this. And I feel like there's so many swords here. So could be dealing with other air signs here: Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. There's a whole lot of swords here. I just feel like we're kind of stuck in this situation of not knowing where we're going, but we're moving so fast. There's a whole lot of swords here, and I feel like there's no communication. There's a miscommunication of just like where you want to be, or what decisions you want to make with this person. I feel like maybe you're trying to communicate with them, and they're just not reciprocating what you need in order to make a decision here. But I feel like you're more on the decision of leaving this alone rather than staying. I feel like the only reason why we're staying is because there's family included, or maybe we had planned out a life for this and we've worked so hard on it, so that's why we feel like, you know, we really want to stay. But I feel like you really want to leave. It's kind of like I'm really pulling this Two of Swords a lot, because I feel like that is exactly how you're feeling right now. High Priestess is here. Do you know? I see this Queen in reverse, and that was making me feel like your intuition is not really pulling, but I feel like maybe it is. The High Priestess here. Maybe we are weighing on an end here. Or maybe we think we know. Gotcha. Thank you, Spirit. I see it. Some more communication here. I feel like it's we're waiting for this to really accumulate. I feel like this is what we know. We know that we put in the work. I feel like there's a communication that's back and forth. I think there's a lot of bickering between you two. I have the Two of Pentacles here, so it might be a lot of juggling of two different situations. Could be a Capricorn that's in your life, and we're trying to talk it out. We're trying to do something, and 1 second it's like, okay, we're gonna work this out and everything's good, and then we have a miscommunication here, and I feel like that's triggering your intuition to move towards each side, depending upon what, you know, what is going on with your situation. So when everything's good, I feel like your intuition is pulling like, okay, we can make this work. I'm not sure why it's taking so long to make it work, but we're going to be able to make this work out. But then when the communication's bad, it's just like, okay, I know that I don't want to stay here. I know I don't want to do this. I know I need to be able to push forward, but it's like there's a blockage when moving forward because you're still waiting for the good to happen. We got to make a decision here, Gemini. You're just going to continue in this cycle. You're going to continue in this juggling path if you just stay and wait. Either make it work to make it work, or leave. Easier said than done? Yeah. Yeah. It is a lot of easier said than done, but this isn't easy. This is not easy. Okay, nothing else coming here. Let's clarify. Ooh, ooh, ouch, sorry. So sorry. Attacked me. Can you clarify this deck? High Priestess is here again. Seven of Swords is here again. Also, let's double up. I feel like a lot of double cards are going to start popping out. Maybe there's conversations about, oh my goodness. Maybe there's conversations about, there's a lot of conversations here. I know, Gemini, you don't like to keep your mouth shut. I know that you, however you are feeling, you are down to say here. And I feel like there's just so much talk here. Maybe someone's saying like, oh, you stole this from me. You stole my heart. You stole my way of thinking. You stole my judgment. That's why I keep pulling for the Seven of Swords, where they actually stole from you for some of you. But I feel like, and this Four of Wands here again, it's like this commitment between you guys. I feel like there was such a strong commitment with you guys to be able to move forward or plan making. I think that's why all these pages are here too, because I think that there was just talk of just a future and bettering ourselves, and then something comes in and it knocks us right back to the beginning here. And I think that's why our intuition is so kind of messed up, because we're swaying with it. I think it's definitely time to make a judgment call on this, though. At least you're talking, you know, at least you guys are having some type of, Empress is here. At least we're having some type of communication. I just feel like the communication is just all over the place, though. I feel like we do feel like we need to nurture this situation here, or maybe that's what we feel like we have to do in order to move forward or to better this situation, and then we'll be able to get that ending that we're looking for. But does this person even want it? If they keep messing with you so much and changing your feelings, your emotions, like, do you even want to nurture this? Just asking. Just a question. Just a question here. King of Swords here, yeah. It's like we're using so much. There's so much action here. Not a lot of swords again popping out. It's just, yeah, okay. I understand. I understand. Oh, alright. Okay, I understand. I get it. You're worried about the family. You're worried about the obligation. You don't want to be kicked out on the kicked out to the cold. I understand here, but it's like you don't have any. Look at this Emperor and this Empress. It's like you guys are not on the same page here, Gemini. Or this person has far too much control and not doing this the right way, not controlling it the right way, or making you feel bad, making you feel as though if you leave, then you're messing up the family, or you're doing something. They have too much control, and they're not using it the right way. And you're just kind of, I'm not going to say that you're kind of just allowing. And remember, energies can be vice versa. Let me explain. So this could be completely switched. You may be in control of this and kind of figuring out what you want to do in this relationship, and could be stringing somebody along too. The energies can be vice versa. So for other signs that are watching, I just feel like we're maybe afraid of being left out in the cold, or not knowing, you know, if we do leave this, maybe we're nervous about, you know, not knowing what this person is up to if we're not with them, or we're nervous of being kicked out, our family being kicked out. But I feel like we're really expressing our emotions, our feelings, or we have been letting our feelings be heard. Or maybe even about money too, like, you know, just saying like, okay, you know, if I leave this alone, then I'm not going to have enough money to be able to afford this or take care of this. Or, you know, I know there's family included here for some of you, so I know that that's kind of painful too. The moon is here also, so we could be trying to figure out like, okay, what's on the other end of this on both situations. If we do make this work, then it's better for us, better for the commitment, better for money, better for family. But if we don't make this work, like, what is on the other end of this situation? I feel like maybe that's why we're afraid, because we're scared. Come on, Alex. I think because we're afraid of seeing what's on the other end of this path. If we do leave this person behind, we'll be kind of, it's going to come to a time when we're going to have to figure this out. The last thing that you would want happen is this control being taken out of your hands and put into this other person's hands, and you're not going to have any control of the situation, because if they decide to leave, then, you know, what are you going to do if they end up leaving? But if they decide to stay, then you're going to stay. So it's just, I feel like it's just an ongoing cycle here. I feel like you're in it for the right reasons, because you want to be able to take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of whatever type of situation you have invested with this person. But I just feel like there's no happiness here. I just feel like there's so much that's happened. So much this person has taken away from you. So much you've been defending. So when does the love come in? When does this commitment come in? When does this happiness come in? Could be dealing with an Aries too, or an earth sign. There's no balance here. There's no balance here, love. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius. There's no balance here. Gotta find some balance in this. Spirit, can we clarify this deck for Gemini? Can we clarify this deck for Gemini? Oh my gosh, I wish all the cards would stay on the deck and then stay on the table. We got some decisions to make here. Yeah. We got some decisions to make here. I'm not going to say the love is gone. A lot of money here too, a lot of pentacles. I feel like we're struggling here, Gemini. I feel like it's a struggle. Eventually, it's going to come to a time when you're going to have to make a decision here. I just feel like there's so much past. There's just so much that's happened that it's not going to be like something that you just forget, or you're either going to have to come to a term where you're going to leave it in the past and move on and try to better the situation, even though the conversations are going to be hard, or we're going to have to move on completely and keep it moving. But eventually there's going to have to be some type of communication about you moving forward. Ace of Coins is here. 10 of Coins is here also. So just to throw in any type of money, hopefully we're going to be moving into a new beginning with that. And that could be very helpful in moving forward, because I feel like some of this relationship or clinging on could have to do with money. You know, just kind of balancing on each other to make sure that, you know, you're both afloat. So for some of you, that could be a reassurance that maybe we're going to come into some money for ourselves, or a good job, or a good opportunity that may be able to help us out, so we don't have to be so dependent on this relationship. But either way, we're going to have to decide what we're doing here. It's going to come to a head that it's like, okay, we're doing this a lot. Loyalties here. Maybe you're feeling like you have to be super loyal to this person. Marriage is here. Divorce is here too. Let's see everything that fell on the floor. See, divorce is here, marriage is here, divorce is here. Two different opposite ends. Got to make a choice, an illusion, too little and ready. I feel like it's so like these are on like opposite ends here. I feel like we're either going to be loyal to this relationship and keep it moving. We're going to be loyal to ourselves and keep it moving as far as a divorce goes. For some of you, you may be married, but we have to kind of make a decision here. Let's not disillusion ourselves and make us feel like we are, you know, like, let's be real with ourselves and our emotions and our feelings here. Ready means that we are ready to make the decision. You're ready to make the decision on what to do here. Be loyal to yourself. I feel like it's too little loyalty for ourselves. We're not loyal to ourselves. We're loyal to the situation, but we need to be loyal to ourselves and to our feelings here, and really kind of decide where we're trying to sway. Gemini, I really hope this was able to help you with whatever you were going through. If it did, I would love to hear about it in the comments, so make sure you leave a comment down below. And yeah, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the family, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.